Good evening. So first off, apologies for the late start. I was trying to catch up on work, and then apologies for streaming. Hold on, I've been given a lad. Hey, V, come up here. Apologies for not streaming this week as often as I said I was going to. I don't know, was just really tired and just wasn't feeling it some days. So I spent the last couple of days sleeping a lot, unfortunately. But I do have plans to, I think I'm going to stick to the stream schedule of streaming Friday through Tuesday, and I'll have Wednesday and Thursday off from streaming. Just so that we and stick to like the schedule I kind of had. The only thing will be Liza P the Liza P streams will be very random. They'll be when they happen. That's the other thing I can say. But I'll maybe try to make those streams longer since that's the case. But we will be getting back to Final Fantasy and Hollow Knight starting, I won't say this Sunday, but we will be doing it next Sunday. We'll be doing it like with the new year. So Hollow Knight and Final Fantasy on Sundays. Saturdays will kind of be up in the air. Maybe it'll be when I play multiplayer games, Friday and Saturday. And then Monday and Tuesday will be whatever game we're going through, which it looks like it's going to be Prey, since I didn't get a chance to get to that in December. We'll be doing Prey on Monday and Tuesdays. So that's kind of just where we are right now. But I will keep you all posted. Oh, what will be happening this weekend will be more Dead by Daylight to finish up the Bone Chill event. So that's probably what I'll be streaming tomorrow night and maybe Saturday, I'm not sure. But maybe Sunday. So we'll see. But enough of that. We're going to do a short stream today for Sunless Skies. Last time we played Sunless Skies, we lost a bunch of the crew. We were all going crazy. Captain, specifically. Our archivist. Really? We were just let in. The son of Eleutheria has turned against its peers and plunged its domains into a lawless night. What does that mean? Okay. I do believe we gave all of our reports to, yes. Okay. We have 5 and 5. Okay. What I need to do is we need to focus on getting a better focus on getting a better trade, because they've changed how your cargo holds fuel and supplies, and I'm having cargo problems. So if you can't hear me, it's because there's a cat between me and my We are going to go to Magdalene's to see about curing our nightmares. Dude, please don't move it. Okay. Really? Magdalene's? Oh, Magdalene's is up here. I've never gone down this way. Well, that's fun. What has been happening, going on in the background, though, is I have been doing a fair bit of writing. I'm just trying to prepare myself for posting it and stuff like that. because it's all... I don't have the best marketing skills, so I really want to work on some of that. Or self-promotion, I mean. Marauders. Something to crave. This normally means, like... something to, like, fish up. You cannot have my copies, man. Okay, we're going to go back because we can't get to Magdalene's this way anyway. Like, the second chapter of Unsolved Souls has been ready-ish for a while now. But I haven't been as satisfied with it as I want to be. And hold on, the sun wants out. Beer. Okay. I haven't been as satisfied with the second chapter as I want to be, because it's a very important chapter, and not that it's going to be perfect, but, like, it needs to be... I need it to convey certain things. And so, since I'm not satisfied with it, I haven't passed it off to someone to read it yet, and someone would definitely yell at me if they heard it. But soon. I will send it to them soon. And once we've gone through it, post it. I don't know if I'll do a live reading of it like I did for the first chapter. I guess I'll ask and see if anyone's interested in that. I like doing the live readings. Honestly, I do. I know I always, like, fuss about them, and I apologize, like, a bunch of times. It's because I hear myself stumbling over the words and hitting wrong buttons. And I used to read out loud, like, quite a bit when I was younger, so I'm sure I can just get back into the practice of it. And I can also post it on Patreon and let it sit for a bit, and then it's hard to say if I prefer the fighting on skies or seas, but I appreciate that they changed it. I have so many of those. Okay. The other thing I've been working on is like a horror story. Well, a couple of horror stories, but there's like a specific one I wanted to read for winter. so I'm gonna try to do that in the middle of January. As well as I've been writing a lot more poetry lately again. I'm always a little weird about sharing poetry though, because it's just one of those things. Okay. Okay, I need to create Nightmare, right? That's what the bars on the side are. Although, only here. Bronze wood. Does anyone even need bronze wood? Okay, for some cases of sleepless nights lost in formless terror, of persistent night terrors, and lucid dreams, more severe treatments are required. In these somber chambers of red and gold painted glass, the worst failings of the heart are treated. An attendant waits to take your details and your payments. He asks only that you request the name of the person you wish to treat you. Oh, right. They, like, take on personified... Right, I remember. Your renewed majesty, yes, really. No, let's have your mother. She is present for a given value of the term. Huh. The kettle is on, filling the room with steam. Have you seen this room before? Her face is behind a veil, but the voice is right. As perfect as you've heard in dreams. I've sent everyone away so we can talk properly. You still take sugar, yes? Your nightmares have decreased to disquieting. Okay. So I can do that for free? Did it actually take money? Huh. I guess the host owes me a favor, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. The skies are full of terrible wonders. All skyfarers see more than they should when they sail the sunless sky. The sound of soft laughter and the occasional sob echo through stained glass walls of treatment chambers. An attendant sits guard before the door. I'll just need to ask for the particulars. We will always alleviate your fears, but the method is at your discretion. All treatments will lower your terror equally. Oh, I see. Well, I do have plenty of... You are not sinless. Your face, yours is a faceted soul, I can't speak. With several showy flaws coursing through it. The wonders of the heavens no longer still your heart from beating. High wilderness is savagely low. Okay, let's do this one, because we have plenty of them. The intendant nods solemnly. Congratulations, your last entry in the journal. He makes a note in a large red leather-bound book. Today's journal, at any rate. The attendant holds up a candle before your 4 doors of mirrored glass. 4 of our staff are available today. Each has their own specialty. Their names are not yours to know, only their craft. He smiles suddenly, his teeth gleaming like links on a chain. You know yourself best, who can tend your wounded heart. Whoever you need, you can find behind one of those doors. Someone from your past, their face lingers in a fog of memory. A very boring individual indeed. Oh. Their tedium is sublimely crafted. Someone who once meant a very great deal. They are not with you now. A former crewman. They were lost in your service. I feel like we should do this because we have lost a lot of people. He is waiting in the shadows of a room laid out like the mess hall of your locomotive. His fingers tremble on the railing. The rancor in his eyes is exactly as you remember. What did you say that day? What did you do? There is no hiding from that gaze. No illusion survives contact with the weight of that loathing. He does not speak once. No. Okay, so this is to buy something from a former patient. Recruit members from the market. While the time away with other captains. The diary of another Skyfarer, full of dark secrets and a sinful life. Sure. Savage secret. The nurses hand over your new purchase, warning you not to tell anyone where you found it. They add that there will likely be more offers like this very soon. Okay. The host is available. Intendant escorts you. He has a request. Discretion always. I admire your discretion earlier, he sighs. You have seen the dangers of our work upon those who abuse our service, yet we are not immune to it ourselves. It draws your attention to several paintings on the walls. My regulars have, at various points, requested that I be a prospector on Lustrum, heir to a fine house in Port Prosper, and a titan of industry on New Winchester. Very specific request, and more. I have vivid memories of being all three, yet all cannot be true, surely. He presses a locket into your hand. This bears my image. See if anyone remembers me. I can't remember who I was before this. If I could be other than I am, I'd like to know. Oh, okay. Lustrum, New Winchester, Port Prosper. Well, we were heading to Port Prosper anyway. Lustrum, however, is the Port Prosper. Prosper. Lustrum. Oh, we could hit up Port Prosper, come back to New Winchester, and then go to Lustrum. I guess we still have not explored this area over here. I wonder what's up with the transit relays. Like, I get that they probably take you, like, this is the reach, and so the transit relay would take you to, like, another thing. They said the one for Albion's really expensive. The Blue Kingdom's where we came from, where we lost Captain Whitlock? Captain Whitlock? That sounds right. I need literature. I need 5 of it, too. Jeez. I guess I don't have to deliver it all at once. We need a better, cargo hold. I also need to be careful and stay away from horrors for a bit. It's very pretty and blue. Can't tell if that's a marauder or a stovepipe ship. I think it's a I like to think I'm getting better at this whole, whoops. At the whole, sky battle. I need money more than I need unusual cargo. Oh no, not again. My terror fell, blessed of all. What is this thing doing out here? I really want to know what you are, but also go away. Shoot, maybe. Hi, little mon. Guys, my train's overheating. Hold on. That's not little mon, that's Zach. Sorry, I just saw red text. Damn it. I'm sorry. Thank you for the resub, Zach. Hi, Sushi. I died. They lied to me. They said my terror fell, and then this thing attacked me. Hello, Sushi. Hello, Zach. How's your night been? I was doing sort of fine. And then... Did I take the quest? Yeah, probably. I was doing sort of fine. And then the contain curry also popped up out of freaking nowhere. Your coworkers are terrible slackers and you hate them. Well, that's fair. What happened, if I may ask? Oh, I didn't read all of that overheating thing, other than your engine's overheating, and that's bad. Go away, contain curry. Oh, wrong button. Don't do it. Ooh, no one died. Hold on. Partial success. Oh, did I lose somebody? No. Following the creature alongside you deploy hammers and pry bars. The fossil shapes are sinuous and predatory. Reserved. Huh. Okay. That's fine. If you will let me pass, I will not. Tankery or lumbering have fossilized isopods. Sift through the pulverized rubble. Fine. Disperse the rubble. You gently shunt the larger pieces away. The crew are heartened to be doing something for the general good. Oh, that's good. Okay, get me the frick back out of here. Okay, so that does meet up to Skins Field, which is great. Actually, we love that for us. Since I'm here and in the adventuring mood. It's not a building I can't really go through. There's a lot of those. I don't know how to have access to the same. Grey witness, not great. Okay. This is Port Prosper. Before we dock, I want to go up a little to the transit. Alright, port reports for the transits. I wonder. stone edifice scintillate with sigils and is encased in a contrivance of steel and brass. This is a sign Jenkins relay, allowing for transport via a loophole in some cosmic mandate across the sunless waste to a far-flung district of heaven. This one leads to Albion, the heart of the new British Empire and the seat of Her Renewed Majesty Queen Victoria. It turns out that the previous courier was detained for having the wrong paperwork. Fortunately, the goods were impounded on the side of the relay. Check for the delayed package. Sign here. The board customs official is glad to clear some space in their cramped office. As long as you don't want to travel between regions without the appropriate paperwork, they couldn't care much less about cargo. This package has been serving double duty as a card table for the last week, but now it's yours, and the people of Lustrum will be glad to receive it. We need 2 ministry stamped permits. We have 1. Once you have permits, to be able to go through. For me, how was work? I'm 10 minutes short of my 4 hours for today, but there was no more tasks available, so I'm a little upset about that. I'm trying not to be too picky about, like, it's one of those problems of, like, when I make my own hours, I end up picking down the, like, exact, like, if I make 14, so it's for the job I do online, it's $14 an hour, right? And so if I work 30 minutes, that's $7 instead, right? More or less, and I know taxes are a thing, but, you know, like, in general. And I end up picking down, like, by the minute how much money I'm earning, because that's how the tasks are. There's like a set amount of time that you're given to complete the task. And all that. So I'm 10 minutes short, which is fine. But because there hasn't been a lot of work on that, like, side of my job, I'm a little, like, antsy with finances at the moment. I'll be fine though. I should be fine. So I am trying to plan things out and get stuff ready. But it was fine. It was work. I'm just stressed. You must be circumspect. It is possible the poor fellow is afflicted with more. Oof. So you bribe, and you only have a chance of it. I feel like we have 1. I feel like I can get another one. Oh, right, or we can pay for 2nd class. Oh, no, wait, we have to do this. Yeah. I think. I don't remember, but it's one of these 2. Remain in the reach, though. We just wanted the box. You have collected the goods. G? Am I not allowed to explore? Talk. There we go. Oh, that's just... Okay. If there's nothing else here, I can't write a port report on transfer yet. Okay, fine. My apologies. We're leaving. Oh, nope. Don't crash into the wall, please. It's not really what I was looking for. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Like, oh, it's in possession. Here we go. Acquire these from the company house. Okay. Right, so I'll need to give port reports to the stovepipes. Eventually, figure it out. Oh, an opportunity. Ministry approved literature for auction. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so that is on sale, technically. Okay. Ministry approved literature. Port prospers. Oh, I do not have the money for that, though. Hello? There's little monster. There's the right, or not the right, but the other red font. Hello, thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. How was your stream? For prosperous, wealthy West End is home to Reach's largest auction house, Mallow and Marblecroft. Within these hollow chambers, the great good of Prosper rub shoulders with visitors from all over Albion. All come in hope of bargains and curios and antiques and outrageous luxuries. It's crass, of course, to ask how the auction house comes by the goods, such quantities. Bid extravagantly. This is a riskier route that may yield more literature. This is a safer route, but likely to result in up to 5 ministry-approved literature. 250. But that's only if I... No, I meant the other. I didn't mean to say right. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look, and see, now your name's gray. And now it's not even red. It was red earlier, and I don't know why it was red. Dave the Diver is a relaxing game to play. That's good. That's not what I meant, Zachariah, and you know it. On yours, it's still red. See, that's why I was like, I know you like the color red and that you use it often. But I am also used to seeing it gray on mobile. Oh, fantastic. Success! Those steely-eyed Hardians glare daggers and prominent peers, twitch their mustaches in vexation. You will not back down. Again and again the hammer rises, and again you raise your hand. As the last hammer falls, the literature is yours. A discreet auctioneer appears at your elbow to broach the matter of payment. 250 sovereigns, or 5 pieces of ministry-approved literature. Perfect. Oh yeah, so Twitch chats do change the color of the username. I think the intention is to make them easier to read. Huh. Curious. Okay, explore Port Prosper, rate a port reports. How's that tower? How's the tower? How's the clock going? Take a factory. Oh, no, but we do need to do this. The house might still be here. It had purple walls, which would surely stand out. If not, you have the locket. Not a soul in Port Prosper recognizes the locket. Who's that, then? Does he still wear his hair like that? Fancy. Becomes familiar refrains. More promising as the house you saw painted in the Immutable Host chamber. You locate several candidates, all apparently repainted over the last couple years, but one is is in the exact location as in the host painting. Nobody seems to remember who owned it or why, but apparently it had often been associated with the Parlor of Virtue, established not long after her prosperous foundation. You've uncovered nothing definitively conclusive here. You may return to the immutable host or look elsewhere. Can I go to the factory? The chat. I have an OBS to change colors. Yeah, because, like, hold on. If I pop up here. Yeah, because Zach's name in OBS is red. Or, well, it's a different shade of red. It's like. So I guess there's that. I'm just bad at this. Factory support prospers east in bilge-out smoke. Inside, hours mined from the mother of mountains are refined. The workers live in tenement blocks adjoining. We've talked about this. Speak with the workers. How goes the work? A hollow-eyed worker shakes her head. Her face is lined, but her hands are soft and supple. Dip 'em in once too often. You've got to be fast, but it could be worse. She indicates a host of wizened-hand young men nursing their arthritic hands by an open fire. No housing in Prosper we can afford on our wages, but those given by the company. No time to look for work, and no way of disguising what our trade was, she sighs. But we have all the time in the world. Protesters roar outside the gates of Fulbright Factory. The Admiral Nelson is invested in iron doors. Offer transport. Explorers, adventurers, and pioneers gather. You unlock this with the Sky story. Returning Skyfarer is always the center of attention in Eastern pubs. Your tales can inspire listeners to settle at other ports. So I'd have to give up the Sky story. Maybe not right now. Okay, that is asking about passage. That's not what I meant to hit. But yes, I'm enjoying Dave the Diver. It has a nice flow to it with diving and running a sushi restaurant. Oh, that does sound like fun. Okay. Actually, well, hold on. Where is she? Okay. Prove oneself a fit confidant. While she seems incapable of discerning between the two, the incognito princess seems intrigued by any mention of daring do and abyssal horror. Thrilled by your tales, the princess invites you to her quarters. I have a secret, she says, removing her tiara before donning a second, more expensive tiara. I am Queen Victoria's daughter, she says. I trust your discretion. It's a considerable ask. This must be the captivating princess, the daughter of Victoria, who dwells in a miasma of rumors of excess, ranging from red honey to cannibalism. A half-asphyxiated starling has somehow found its way aboard. It flies to her hand. She pets it gently. One is traveling to broaden one's mind before one takes on a new role. It would be a delight to meet with the engineers who keep the eternal ball of perderance tick-tocking away. She smiles, and you find yourself outside. Noted. So she has revealed her identity to me. She seeks something new at Perdance. Wherever that is. Got it. Okay. Him, I need T for. He wants to go... I can look this up, though. Hold on. They want to go... And that I'm trying to deal with at Carolean. Him I have to gamble with. Okay, this one, you can't just talk to the two of them. I have not gambled with the incautious driver yet. Journal. Okay, it's not telling me where he wanted me to take them. There's a city he wants me to take him to. So, we'll worry about that later. Alright, let's see if we can offer transport to somebody. A crowd gathers to listen to your tales. Your stories of daring escapes and fingernail victories go down almost as well as the whiskey. Ambition dawns in several bloodshot eyes. Some might even follow through on it when sober. Would-be pioneers clamor at the station, eager to make their fortune on the stars. Please, no, we're difficult. Lustrum! We can go to Lustrum. Don't worry about it. One way to Lustrum. Thank you kindly by Job. I think it's finally my time to... Oh, this is the same one we lost last time, I feel like. I guess if I just failed it, they let you do it again. Right. Nope. Supplies. I don't have a lot of room. But I do need supplies. Okay. Is this literature? It says it doesn't matter. Administrative approved literature. That's fine. Okay. Undocking. Okay, undocking and let's see. Wilmere. And then down to Lustrum. That's the current path. You can, if you like click on your name. I just don't know why it's being different based on like OBS. And yours is pink in both Twitch, or both my mobile and OBS. But I don't know what the difference is. Oh jeez. Y'all leave me out of your fucking firefight. Sir? Excuse you. I don't know if you need to change it on either, or if, like, it just depends on where you change it. Okay. I have excess in supplies at the moment because I haven't been sending out my bat. Hear anything other than the weird echoing. Rat Brigade perks up with the sound of the distant calliope music. Acceptable mares. It is. Oh, jeez. Hold on. How the frick do I log into here? Shops. Selling? No. Oh, there we go. Okay, absolutely worth it. Wanted. Okay, the ringmaster beams with delight as he inspects your vinyl volume. Looks dreadful, he says cheerfully. Just the thing to invigorate our next performance. Okay, they have bargains available. Seedlings. First, let me buy... Nope. There we go. Oh, they only have supplies. No fuel. Fun. I'm sure I could sell seeds in plenty of places. Did I buy them here? Okay. We're not gonna linger here, though. Okay, onward. Okay. We'll stop by Carillion to see if I can buy fuel there. Aside from that, I'll have to send out my bat here and there to see if it finds any wreckages. Just the sudden silence. Always delightful to hear. Okay. Snowy cold, let us know we've made it. Oh, what are you? Are you a marauder? You are indeed a marauder. What if I don't want to play with you right now? Oh, you're a marauder fighting with a Tackety. Have fun with that, buddy. I'm sure I could curry favor with them by assisting, but we're gonna not. What are you questionably searching? Oh, I mean... if I could remember the site, I would direct you to one place that I had looked up for, like, just safe... So, like, it's not necessarily BDSM, but it was, like, a site for safe BDSM practices and, like, different types of things like that. So... Oh, look! Registry-approved literature! Oh, shoot. You also only have supplies. And nectar. I don't want nectar. Mine's supposed to be set permanently in fire brick red. Ah. Well, I don't know why it's gray, Zach. Yeah. I've gone through some before, I've just never looked to this one in particular. Ah, I see. Maybe because that shade of red would be hard for me to see on mobile? I'm not sure. It's okay, though. I'll tell you, like, when it popped up for your resub, it popped up in the red. But then now that you're chatting, it's great again. I suppose I could always take fuel from the relay. If I really need to. I can do that, and then I'll get back supplies later. Hold on. Read the ledger. Captain Sean, or Chan, call in for miscellaneous note. The captain writes for a homestead. Their locomotive passed when journeying from Port Avon. Buildings are in the style of old London. Nostalgia brought the crew together after a near disastrous encounter with torpedoes. Oh, okay. It doesn't have anything. Shoot. So I repaid my debt already. I'm sorry, what? Sushi. I am not going to ban you. That's between you and Zach. And as for my mother, her hair is a beautiful, lovely frosted silver over her brunettes. Why? But how am I supposed to get him there so quickly? I mean, I didn't come, like, I didn't make a direct beeline, but, like, I would've, how would I have... That's so hard to do. Well, I returned the last one to Port Prosper. Do we study this one? You ignore the looks your crew give you as you order the corpse taken to cold storage. Those with hearty stomachs can assist with a thorough examination later. For now, the mop and broom. You have a condemned experiment. I don't know what I'm going to do with a condemned experiment, but I have it. I was so close to Lustrum too, that's so annoying. Okay, I'm not like super close, but close-ish. It's just, oh god, really dark in Lustrum. Don't do it. Please stay away. I don't know what the frick you are, but please stay away. Nope. Good grief, just barely. Actually, that might be me. Let me in. Don't worry about the thing that's following me, just let me in. gigantic hustling heart illustrum, crammed with prospectors, peddlers, and purveyors of the essential and occasionally legal services. Wait, what? Oh, caddy of dry tea. Shady sale of unlikely amount of tea. What a lot of tea. Why is the scarred gentleman selling it so cheap? He picks at his teeth. Do you want to ask questions, or do you want to buy a load of cheap tea that may or may not have recently been used to conceal other substances of less certain legality? I love that. Ah, fuel. There we go. Gimme. Hold on. Who do I turn this into? I can't remember. There should be a payment for delivering this. One of the maids from the Murgatroyd's Golden Tea Shop is on hand to collect the supplies. The mistress will be so happy, she tells you. We've been mixing the last of our leaves with soil to eke them out, and, well, you can only do that for so long before you're just drinking mud. Oh. Successful prospectors tend to leave their mark on the mountain. People remember those who were able to leave flush with ours. The lock is passed around the camps of prospectors. Most scratch their heads, others sigh and look away. An elderly prospector approaches, carrying her hat in her hand. You're the one looking for Old Gray, she sighs. Long dead, shot, south of the mountain. Wouldn't share his hours. Fool. No point rising high on the mountain if there's no one at the bottom holding you up. Still nothing conclusive. Time for tea. Sure. Misseline's maids hurry around, serving the clientele more used to bellowing at bartenders than sitting politely with exquisitely cut cucumber sandwiches. Eventually, it is your turn to be served. You are invited to choose your preferred blend. The Empress's Favor, Taste of Home, Erythian Gold. It looks like tea, with the occasional sparkle. An Indulgence Blend straight from the Blue Kingdom. Let's do this in memory of Captain Whitlock, which definitely got her killed. I haven't sampled it. Wonderful. Tea of a true connoisseur, a taste of dust swept from the darkest corners of the sepulchre. It is best served with a drop of milk, ideally on the very edge of turning. You sip gently. Between sips, a bite of sugared biscuit to take away the edge. She single-handedly runs both the family business and the family business. Great. Does she say I've been to her back room? Okay. Sweet Jane's counting house. The little accountancy firm snuggled in the snowy drifts. Sweet Jane oversees everything herself. The transference of funds, the balancing of probabilities, the transport of commodities, the termination of contracts. She is huddled behind her desk, swaddled in a monstrously ugly red scarf. While she fiddles with her abacus, with one gloved hand, she heats the other over a little coal fire. Her one good eye focuses on you. She smiles. She surveys you alarmingly. Why is there a knife in that hand? She limps to the window. Snow batters the window pane. The shadow of the mountain is all but lost in the blizzard. The lantern light means the offices of the Windward Company are just about visible. I was raised by the company. Children are faster workers, you understand. Her fingers drum on the windowsill. Such a waste. Where they see men, they see labor. Where they see time, they see chains with which to bind us. But where they see death in the skies, I see victory. She turns to you and smiles. Bring me nameplates torn from London ships. I will see you adequately compensated. Ah, okay. So she's the same as the guy up in Port Prosper who wants Takade ships. Accept her offer. Okay. Explore Lustrum. Prospectors flood out of the Hangman pub, piling on packs and lighting fresh vapor lamps. Good fortunes when the mountain sings. Promises the salesman, presenting his wares. Woodworm, brittle pickaxes, damp dynamite, shovels that would struggle to handle even a little light gardening. Worthless all of it. Even so, he soon has a flock of desperate hopefuls stocking up before they're heading to make their fortune. This is the Hangman. Oh, you can buy his claim. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to do this. Prospectors are not trusting people. Every new arrival is more competition, but while the drinks last, you're welcome to sit at their table. An elderly prospector and a hulking, scarred miner move aside to give you just enough space to squeeze in. Everyone seems to be talking shop. More importantly, everyone at the stable appears to have had at least some luck out there. Listen to gossip about them. Those newcomers reckon they've got it made digging in the mud. Don't realize the geodes is cold, do they? Hardens the muck. If you're not breaking your back, you're not doing it right. Serves them right for thinking a claim is just out of town's going to pay out. A claim just out of town is going to pay out. So it's 200 to buy his claim. Can be described as adequate, but if you go... shoot, where is it? You can hire... Oh, join the celebration. Wind whistles through the mountain caves, promising good luck to miners below. They raise their tankards and toast fortune and promises. Oh, we can recruit amongst them. Any passing miner will happily fill your tank. Adorable. And dangerous. Cheers rise to the mountain and its bounty of horrors until the soft panpipe sounds fade and the back-breaking work of mining must begin again. After another drink or two, of course, something to ward off the chill of cold mountain slopes. The thing with having a claim is I don't know, like, do you stay here and take care of that, or what? Questionable tea. How much do I have? Oop, I only have space for one. Oh, right, because I have seeds. You know what? Questionable tea. We're going to buy the questionable tea and then give it to our navigator. Captain recounts escapades of his last engine, but rarely shares anything from before that. Perhaps a quiet cup of tea will draw him out. He clears his desk for the tea set by sweeping papers to the floor. I'll tidy up afterwards. The condition of his cabin casts doubt on that. I grew up a servant of the Eagle Khan's ambassador to London. His son, Alton, befriended me. We'd climb out the attic window to race urchins together. A wistful note enters his voice. We never won. The navigator trickles a spoonful of sugar into his cup, then another. Could we stop at London? He stirs and stirs the tea. Alton died. I couldn't even be at the funeral. I want to say goodbye, but I'll need to speak with his parents first. Okay. We can definitely do that. I guess I should gamble with the engineer, or not the engineer, the driver. He is an engineer. Rumors not intended for your ears suggest the driver is running an illicit poker game in the hole. Alright. You enter the hold and find the game well underway. The driver sits cross-legged in front of a pile of freshly won sovereigns and 3 newly impoverished members of the crew. A stoker angrily throws an expensive-looking watch onto the pile of winnings and departs in a fury. The driver looks up. Archivist, care to make a wager? The driver deals the cards between the players. The cook and the crewman, whose name you can't place at the moment, watch each other with barely disguised suspicion. Behind you, a small crowd gathers to see their captain's point. Oh, I'm not good at this. Probably going to lose. I have a 25% chance. 23% chance. Yep. You throw your cards down, not expecting to win. You are not disappointed. The driver barely even looks at their cards before going all in, claiming the pot with nothing more than a pair of aces. The other players glare sullenly, regretting their hesitation. I hear you used to be a test driver, says the quartermaster. The driver nods. You'd never have thought it. As a child, I loved my trains. Very ordered. A safe little space where they could go round and round and nothing could go wrong. It was only after the crash that I realized I needed more. I suppose surviving that taught me that there was more to living than simply being alive. Oh. Okay, well, when I get better at, what is that, mirrors? We'll come back down and gamble with them. Oh, I can ban the game. No, that's no need. Although it can... Idly scratching an ear just for a moment, you spot something green winding around their finger. I am sorry, what? Sir? A second, and listen to the driver's suggestion. Recently, they've been roaming the corridors of your engine, whistling and getting in the way. Is there something they want? The driver blinks. Can't keep anything from you, I see. I've been feeling a bit on edge. Would like to make myself useful if I can. There's races at the Royal Society. Maybe we could go there, and you could drop me off for a bit. I could make us both a bit of money. And they take out a coin and flip it in the air. It comes down on heads. Just a thought, anyway. The driver will join the Rochester Club to take part in races and generate on a second. If I ever find that area... You keep scratching their ears even while driving, a nervous tic or perhaps a sickness that might spread amongst the crew. What? Oh, yes. The driver scratches again. It's nothing, just a little earache. I'm sure it comes and goes. Their knees tremble with the frustration of being pulled away from the wheel for even this short conversation. See? I'll find now. Recommend... I'm not going to order them to... Especially since we don't have a doctor. Like, there's not a, in Sunless Seas, there's like a specific like doctor role. We don't have that anymore. Recommend seeing a doctor. Not necessary, the driver protests, scratching at their ear with renewed force. A look of pain flashes over their face. For a moment, perhaps. My family knows a specialist in New Winchester. I think Father owns the building. I think I can call in a favor. Okay. Very well then. Wait a minute. How are we doing? Shops. Going to buy an extra thing of supplies. As we go through that faster than anything else. I'll have to look into selling my seeds later, but right now I think we're good. Where are we even going? Ideally, we should be saving up and heading, or attempting. Attempting to buy a better locomotive. Never did find out exactly what this is. Although that is fascinating. looks like it's getting the better of me. Like, its name should be around here somewhere, right? No? I'm not seeing, like, an inspect option. Huh. Okay, maybe not then. Alright, let's get out of here and head to one new Winchester, and then I'll pick another direction to explore in. Nope. I'm glad your aim is bad, my dude. Hello, Professor and Raiders. How's your evening been? What on earth did I just pick up? Good evening. How was stream? Dark Blue, that sounds familiar. Is it like a top-down, black and white? Oh dear, hold on. Game? Yeah, oh my goodness, I've wanted to play that. I think I have it on PlayStation, which might not be the best console to play it on, but I think we have it on PlayStation. I've been meaning to play it. How are you enjoying it? I've heard it's very spooky. Parts of it are kind of washed out, but it's got color. I just remember it mostly being like black and white and gray. That night your sleep is peppered with uncomfortable dreams. The sky, your dreams is blazing gold, is peppered, no, crowded with suns. Suns piled on suns, like the groats in a miser's hoard. Their light floods you, it shines through skin and blood and meat, picking out your branching veins and slender pillars of your bones. Is there no more to you than this? You wake. Conversation. Tea, perhaps a biscuit, those fundamental human things that help us forget. I only have a 45% chance of that happening. Or I can gain terror and a tale of terror. Make sense of the dream. I don't think we're going to. I do have plenty of terror. It's terror. I'm playing very conservatively, so I haven't died yet, but it's very tense. Except for that one time he did die getting shiny rocks. Listen, sometimes you have shiny rocks, and you need to go get them. I can hardly fault somebody for that. We'll count that as the outlier, and therefore it is not to be counted. And, you know, he hasn't died since. That's probably maybe scripted or something. One of those times where it's just like, you're gonna die doing this no matter what you do. Your engine is mostly crewed by the living. As can it be crewed by the non-living? That'll be fascinating. I really need to up my mirrors and hearts. Oh, I really need to up everything. Alright, C Company. Failure. Nope. You find the other crew in the galley and tell them your dreams. They're unsettled. They had the same dream too. Oh, that's fantastic. Locomotive-wide dream. Whoops. Don't worry, we're heading back to New Winchester. We'll be fine. It sounds like movies screaming in the hallway. Lights in the distance, the stoker begins to sing a ballad about the chimneys of New Winchester. We should head back to the Regent's grave and do something with that. I don't know what, though. I guess we'll have to pick one of the three to assist. And then from there... We need a lot of supplies for that, though, because it's an expedition. Okay, Rebecca, mostly. But like swing the train around to... Shops. Oh, nectar for Magdalene. Magdalene's house, 3 gourds of coarser nectar. More literature. Engineering material. Okay, we're actually pretty close to this one. I think. We would end up losing how their entire thing operates. You have less people on this one. That's interesting. Oh, you have less people on this one, too. My only problem with this is, like, where's the extra storage? Additional cargo. But it takes up the same slot that I would need for mining or canning, which is upsetting. Yeah. Hi, I'm being released back into the wild. Do you have, like, a ride home? Can Em come get you? Did anything they do work? I mean that optimistically. Like, did it actually, like, help? Because the answer better be yes. What is the difference? Small armament slot. I don't really want this one, is the issue. I need to find other places to buy. Yeah, see, this would be the one that I want. You lose... We can't have as many people. Oh, a crate of nostalgic crockery. Huh. That's what I picked up. You lose people, but that's fine. Also, apparently my bruise from when I blacked out was impressive. That's... Did you hit something? Nope, get into the storage. Oh god, do I have to do this one at a time? There we go. Yeah, my side, I broke our launch. Oh no. Also, same. Oh, your goodness. Yeah, I'm worried about her. And put her in some bubble wrap. What on human earth is some of the stuff? Okay, hold on. Oh. Correct, I'm your. Yes. Oh. Oh my goodness. Wholesome things happening in chat because we are worried about our friend. Nectar. I'm not going to go fetch y'all nectar. Y'all can deal. Okay, so we are saving up 3,000. Jesus. Shops. Engineered. Where are you? Okay. No. Is it this one? It's this one. 35, 39. Okay. Back to Woolsey Station. Recent news, propaganda at Carillion. That doesn't sound good. Worry about that in a second. Mademoiselle Lumiere has wasted no time in organizing her premiere. To express her gratitude, she has given you tickets. Okay. Reopened the theatre beneath the arches of the Bishop Bridge. Prominent Tackities sit with London sympathizers. They have formed a brief truce, united in their loathing of the cramped velvet seats. A light flares on the plaster wall. The film begins. The film is titled The Occupants of the Verdants. Flickering images on painted lenses jerk across the wall. The camera luxuriates in the collapsing brown flesh of a fruiting fungus, the flight of a sporing body, the sudden bursting of a violet fungal sac, the prolonged death spasms of a cameraman. There are gasps from the audience. Take in the detail. Lumiere has an exacting eye. Some of the shots are blemished, but what has been captured reveals much about the Reach's flora. This work is worth careful attention. Admire the wider picture. If you avoid looking at the foreground, there is much to appreciate. The film strips have been painted to reveal the lush colors of the landscapes, the violent purple of the fungus. There is an awful beauty to the whole thing. Close your eyes. If you put your hands over your eyes, you could almost consider this a relaxing interlude. Ah, huh. I am I don't know, I'm both of these, but I do like good detail. The final sequence of the rotting fungal husk collapsing onto the settlement is exquisite, and yet you are the only one who remains behind to congratulate Lumiere. I wish more were so discerning, she smiles. Still, this was only a start. Please, meet me later. You've gained 2 uncanny specimens. How did we go to a theater, a film showing, and come back with... Alright. An opportunity, a pernickety factor requests a meeting. A neat calling card was waiting for you at the station. The paper was scented, the envelope ironed. Okay, hold on. Meet with Mademoiselle Lumiere. She's currently occupying one of New Winchester's cafes. She provided the table number. She rings for 2 cups of nectar-infused tea. I crave the stuff, she says, a smile creasing her face like a well-used cushion. I'm too old to be lugging cameras around anymore, waiting for the perfect shot. My own fault. I could have stayed in London, but I wanted to see the stars. Thanks for helping me home. This is where I'll stay now, I think. She coughs into a yellow-stained handkerchief. Time to fund films rather than make them, I think. The coughing worsens. Please excuse me. She leaves you with a hurried goodbye and the bill. Okay. Well, as long as I didn't actually have to pay for that bill. Search for the amiable host's identity. A titan of industry, those are rare outside Albion. The initial search is fruitless. People giggle at the antiquated fashion on the display in the daguerreotype, that word. The tilt of the jaw, the unfortunate arrangement of hair. But the proprietor of the round table seems to recognize the face. Oh yes, bright sod he was. She holds the locket up to catch the falling starlight through a window. Wanted to open a factory here a few years back. Something went wrong, and there was a workers' revolt. Not been seen since. Huh. Well, so you could have been anywhere. In any of these places. Escort the cautious driver to their family doctor. A silver plaque on the door bearing only a name indicates this is the address of New Winchester's most exclusive practice. An immediate appointment. While the doctor conducts her examination, the driver asks you to update their old records with their current employment. You take a moment pleasure in the driver's ridiculous middle name and pass over the field on gender, straightforwardly crossed out. Thank you. Their address was last an eyebrow-raising, prestigious New Winchester townhouse. You amend it to name your locomotive. Ah, the doctor says, peering into the driver's ear. A case of verdancy, a fungal colonization of the brain, not uncommon in the Reach. You've noticed uncharacteristic impulses, changes in behavior. She eyes the driver's sky suit and scars. The driver nods. Yes, the spores root deeply in the brain. Attempts to extract them have had less than satisfactory results. I'm afraid the best prescription is to entertain them. Take them where they want to go, see the things they want to see. Typically, a little travel does the job. They'll soon lose interest. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of revolts happening around here. That particular quest was the amenable host apparently doesn't have a lot of his old memories. He doesn't know who he was before he was host of Magdalen's. So he gave us a locket and told us to try to, see if anyone recognized him. So we will talk about that when we get back to the locomotive. I specifically said I would not be going back to Hybris. A meeting takes several days to arrange. She rejects the Round Table as a venue and all the other cafes in the Upper District, even that nice tea room under the bridge. Eventually, you agree upon the parlor at the company house, which is open to visitors on a Sunday. The pernickety factor requests you change the table 3 times before she is satisfied. I'm looking for several disappeared colonists. I believe their destination was Hybris. I'd be much appreciative if you were to take me there. God damn it. And they're just now on board the locomotive. Fuck it. Okay, we're going to Hybris, because screw me, I guess. No, wait, I've already been through the... Nope, okay. All's fair in love and war. Is it, though? It's mostly fair in war. Love is really more like the dessert of the banquet. Not for everyone. Too sweet. You really need a cup of bitter tea to wash it down. Don't mind me. Alright, hold on. Officers... They've only been more restless since their appointment. The cautious driver paces back and forth, clicking their tongue. It must have been the crash, in the nature reserve. My father sent me there to take up a nice quiet job. I always did love botany, but when they pulled me from the wreckage, I had new dreams to follow. I thought they were mine. Now, how can I be sure? A new resolve washes over their face when they turn back, eyes sharp and sparkling with a flicker of emerald. Either way, I know where I have to go. Old Tom's Well. Give me the wheel, Captain, and I have an appointment to keep. Okay. The well lies west-southwest of New Winchester. Perfect. We haven't been... That's a cool-looking person with a rat. These guys? Oh, I love my Lorette engineers. In Sunless Seas, there's a whole, like, army, there's, like, a whole story, there's a whole, like, island that is, like, it's occupied by rats and hamsters, I think. Oh, that's the, um, hold on. This guy. Wait, story, Wolvesy. That is the proprietor. Actually, I don't even think they're a proprietor. They're one of the old, um, it's a gerbil. I haven't played all of Sunless Seas. I've been playing it off on my own time. But there's like this whole island with like groups of rodents, and then you get to choose like whose side you take. Shoot, I can't remember their name, but they're like one of the older people you can ask tips from. It is a nice design, right? Especially for like, I don't know if they run the Promise Days or if they're just often here. Okay. Because I don't know any better, we're apparently going back to Hybris. Because, fuck me, I guess. Uh, I didn't grab any new prospects, so. Okay, what we will do is we will try going this way. I don't know if this connects. We will try going this way and then up instead of running through the stupid horror that's up there. And then I just need to be mindful of which, because like I can't buy fuel at Palmares. I need to remember that. But we can buy supplies. Or you know what? On second thought, hold on. Shoot, I'm sorry for all the back and forth. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna go turn in my port reports and buy more fuel so that we're fully stocked. And then we will go to Hybris. Oh yeah, propaganda at Carillion. I just straight up didn't pay attention to that. Wolsey Station is abuzz with rumors of bad business at Carillion. Badder business than usual, that is. Allegedly, the devils have been proselytizing against the Tacketies to the guests, some of whom are very influential indeed. The Windward Company have issued a carefully worded denial of any collusion. The Endurette veteran has put out a request for information. She refuses to go to the place herself. Sure. He learned several profitable bits of information. The staff of Carillion are apparently colluding with Windward. You'll learn nothing further without going forward. Deliver your port reports. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I guess, hold on, I've never done this. I don't know, do I even have the ability to do this? You provide a great deal of information. Rather than repaying the debt, you'd rather the Tacades use it in the cause of independence. The Underit veteran leads you to her office. It is paneled with bronze wood. A painting from the old world hangs on one wall, a single sun burning in the bleak blue sky. Below the sun is a temple, tiered with brightly colored gods. The veteran pours you brandy, and you discuss distant ports and the patterns of recent events. Independence is a charming idea, she confesses after an hour, but when London comes, it'll take a nation to stand against her. I wish Sunless Sea had storage in the city like the game has. Oh, yeah. Although I feel like in Sunless Sea, your cargo and fuel aren't quite held up like this. Or at least I don't remember. I don't think it is. I feel like I have more cargo space in Sunless Sea. Okay. I'm probably gonna end up siding with the Tacades when they force me, when I eventually get to the point where it forces me to side with somebody. Okay. We can buy supplies at both Carillion and Palmer. So we are going to focus on buying fuel here before we head out. Although I could line up all the way up to 6, I guess, for both. Yeah, I'm not carrying anything right now anyway. Okay. Okay, back off we go. I don't know, I appreciate the difference in movement. I think I prefer the movement here on Sunless Skies. But I preferred the shooting on Sunless Seas. That, I think, is a homestead down there. Because as it is, like, I've been subtly helping the Tacades more than the Stovepipes, so... I wonder what other relays there are, because there's the one that you start with the Blue Kingdom, and then there's the one to Albion, of course. No? Nothing? Your scout has nothing to report, except that the sky is fast and the wind bites. Something shiny down there, but it's probably something to mine. Yeah. is just one big this. Well, that's unfortunate. I also do like how, and this is like a small thing, like, I feel like Sunless Skies might be a little easier than Sunless Seas, at least in the beginning. Fuel and supplies seem to cost the same no matter where you buy them. Or at least from what I've noticed so far. I'm sure there will be like a couple of places where like, no, it's a little more expensive or whatever. And I go through... Hold on. No, you didn't see me. You didn't have to. Really did not have to. No, great. I am not fighting both of you. What? Why? Darker fogs rise above your locomotive. The air requires a caustic copper tank. Your driver complains they can't see a damn thing. The burrow's breath. The fog persists all day. That evening, a gnarled crewman visits your cabin. The burrower below is displeased, he informs you. She expects a sacrifice. Burrow's price is the time remaining to 3 of your crew. You want 3 of them? I'm pretty sure last time I did this, I told them to fuck off. C seems more punishing. It is. Well, so like the fuel, you go through fuel faster, I think, because of the light that you have to turn on and off. And whereas this one, I go through supplies quicker because your scout wants supplies when they, when they do their thing. Ouch. Okay, it's 1 supplies, 1 fuel. Terror. Okay. Terror was already high, don't you worry about it. Oh, I never got the, plus at all. Stop. Forgot to, repair while we were at New Winchester. Gain sovereigns. The entire game is punishing, which is like fair. And like I have it on merciful mode. I keep trying to say merciless. I have it on merciful mode currently for the purpose of like being able to reload. And I know you can do that in Sunless Seas too. Never have gone the rest of the way east of Hybris. And because it became apparent that it wasn't going to lead to Port Prosper. doesn't seem like it leads down either. A junior signaler receives a dose of medicinal port in the infirmary after seeing a frozen corpse spin past the window. The dead are hungry, he says. We need to make an offering or it'll come back and knock on the hall. Lower my terror, but increase my nightmare. Again. No. Is it just one? Pretty sure we can buy supplies at Hybris. If we can't, this is going to be a problem. Princess is revolted by Hybris. Oh, I think Hybris is lovely. I just wish it wasn't out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Or, no, correction, I wish it had better accessible paths to it. The trip out to Hybris is kind of a headache. Oh, Hybris deserted. That's not what I wanted to hear. Hold on. Seeing them. Search for mushrooms. Yay, success! There we go. Gain some supplies back. Colonist houses are dark, and there is no sign of a soul about. The smithy is empty. No smoke comes from Brendan's chimneys. The fretwork on the town hall remains unfinished. A bee laced with curling frond flies by, its drone the only sound in Hybris. Bright purple mushrooms dot the greenery. The predictive factor is alarmed. This is very disagreeable. I was expecting to find people here. Disappearing like this is extremely rude. Oh no. Where is everyone? You split up and make for a quick circuit of the village. You discover tables laid out for dinner, cold tea still in Nancy's pot, the notes in large print, half written for the mayor's council meeting laid out on his desk. You find the pernickety factor near the station. She holds up a piece of disintegrating mushroom that resembles a crocus. I found this near the town hall. There's a new field of them out in the forest. This is most irregular. Let's keep looking. The Hybrians must have left some sign of passage. I have 84% chance of that. Well, let me write a port report on this real quick because, yeah. That's, unfortunate. Gardening seems to have become particularly popular lately. Wheelbarrows have been cobbled together from cast-offs from the carpenter's workshop. Purple fungus like crocuses dot the green. Meanwhile, food rots in the Brendan's larders, and the carpentry on the town hall is infected with creepy mushrooms. All recent work aside from gardening appears to have been abandoned altogether. The predicity factor coughs away spores. There's a superior researcher on Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve who might be able to tell us more about these wretched mushrooms. The purple fungus sprouting all over Hybris is very similar to the one Mademoiselle Lumiere was filming. Perhaps she might know something. Consult an expert on Hybrian fungus at Ledbetter and Stainrod Nature Reserve to continue your investigation. Okay. Scavenge for supplies. The silence unsettles your crew, but in musty lofts, dank attics, and holes scuttling in logs, stores, and pantries, you find enough to burn once the spores have been dusted off, and to eat, with a little luck, to secure a return journey. Be warned, now it is deserted. You will no longer be able to purchase fuel or supplies at Hybris. Plan your journeys carefully. Noted. You wade through the boggy marshes around Hybris, disturbed only by the occasional drone of a bee. Smoke still spores from the station master's chimney, but he's not inclined to leave. You spot old footprints heading towards the fungal forest, but nothing more. Bales of cellar woven bombazine. Don't know what this is, but we don't need it right now, and I don't have room for it. I have plenty of fuel, but not a lot of supplies. Journal. Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve. Wrong button. It's the Sunset Camp. I don't know if we've been to such a place. Nope, wrong button. Doesn't say. If I had more supplies, I'd be willing to follow down this way and see what's over here. But we don't. I need to get out of here and head to Corellian or something. I do not like those things. I've not tried to properly fight one. Last time I played Sunless Seas, a jellyfish nearly killed me. Now here I've just got brief, ghosty bird things. I need to make my way back to Magdalen's, TBH. That would be a long way around, though. Maybe not too long. Actually, hold on. If we stop by Pomare's, I bet I could lose Terror at the circus. And we can buy supplies there. And then we can go to Magdalen's. Nope. Damn it. Went the wrong way. Or shifted straight the wrong way. Never minding the fact that I need to swing by Winchester and repair the locomotive. I can't believe I forgot to do that when we left New Winchester. I guess I can, but, you know. A sudden jolt. I think we hit something. Archivist, your driver observes. The mist are thick. You could turn back to search for it. Offer whatever it was to the waste waif. It would use up fuel. There might be danger, but perhaps our view is valuable, or perhaps it needs help. Well, we have the fuel to burn at least. Nope. Never mind. We do not have. I also lost somebody. Great. The impact hasn't damaged your engine, but a stoker was badly burned when it threw them against the fire grate. Your search for the mist yields nothing. Whatever it was hit you, moves on. Right. The Thing? I love that movie. I haven't seen that movie in a while. Might have to sit down and go through, like, have like a classics horror movie night. Or week. I don't know if I would have the ability to sit down and watch multiple movies in a single night. Gonna watch it next month. I would need to find somewhere that has it. Like a streaming service. Fire Burns by the Obelisk. Renew Commerce Mingle. I'm good, I think. Even though we just lost somebody. None of them seem to know what drew them here, say that they have nowhere else to be. Listen to their stories. The broken, the disavowed, the fugitives, every visitor has their own story and a hole in their heart. A few demonstrate acts with which they hope to join the circus itself. Others talk of their plans to leave this place and resume their lives. Not today, but tomorrow, or the day after that, perhaps. I have a Sky story now. Oh, I need 2 Sky stories, that's right. We can do this. He's a quartermaster. Hearts by 4, veils by 4. Honestly, we need that. The vagabond boards. When you accept him aboard, he pulls a grimy bottle of something opaque and unidentifiable from his inner coat pocket and takes a long celebratory swig. I hope you're not having second thoughts already, he says, and roars with laughter. He has no luggage to speak of, just the bindle over his shoulder and a fiddle in a battered leather case. Once he has slung both onto his bed, he heads to the galley and starts performing card tricks and telling ribald jokes to the crew. At the group. Most find him charming. Several make their apologies and abscond. Aw. But we have a quartermaster finally, and honestly, I will appreciate the. Oh, he's a sigiller, not a quartermaster. Whoops. I misspoke. Shoot. I'll still take the hearts, though, for the moment. I thought he was a quartermaster. My bad. That's okay. Great port. Do we have... Yeah, it's 10. Okay. Go to the circus. I now have a total of 6. The urchin hands over your tickets with no apparent enthusiasm. Oh, poor thing. The circus staff nod with due familiarity. That's good. Sky Story remains unchanged. Visions of the Husbands remained unchanged. This seems like the same as last time. I don't think anything's really changed that much at the circus. Circus staff has learned our name. Whack-a-rat. Rude. From the Hall of Mirror, there is only one, to the Whack-a-Rat game currently closed due to the rats having unionized. Sorry. It's really funny. Speak to the ringmaster. He puts on a good face for the customers, but he's clearly troubled. The ringmaster looks relieved to see a familiar face. Oh, thank God. We've got a show to put on, and one of my biggest acts is throwing a tantrum. No. He pauses, toying with his exquisitely managed mustache as he looks you up and down. I don't suppose you've ever considered stepping into the ring yourself. Office yourself as a clown. Office your services as a clown. You refuse to participate in this folly. Offer your crew services. Circus work is beneath you, but not your crew. Oh, my goodness. I think I watched it up on Amazon Video at some point. I've subjected my Discord to it once, like, every 3 minutes. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, at least it's, like, a tradition at that point. Well... We can be a clown, we can be a lion tamer, an acrobat, or we could offer our crew. It's not giving me chances on any of these things. Oh, that was an unpleasant taste in my coffee. What on earth? It's got all the chocolate and sugar is at the bottom and not properly stirred in. There we go. Offer our services as an acrobat, I guess. The higher wire looks considerably higher once upon it and much thinner, and by the time you've finished inching across it to the other side, the show is long over and everyone has left. Still, it's an achievement of sorts. The ringmaster claps you on the shoulder. Excellent. Well, terrible. Never do that again. But please, come and see me. We gained 5 Sky Stories for that? What on earth did we see up there on the high wire? You're welcome everywhere here. The carnies nod to you as you pass. Beyond the performers and the permanent audience, circus is deserted. Everyone keeps to their quarters unless they're practicing the show. Despite the calliope music, the mood back here is closer to that of the mausoleum. The door's open. From inside, you can hear the constant ruffling of a deck of cards. Oh, and we can talk to everybody. Well, let's talk to everybody before we talk to the ringmaster. He leans beneath a faded poster of himself smoking a cheap Marlboro, good lord, tobacco. It breaks my heart you had to sit through that, he says, nodding toward the big top. Sometimes I wonder why I left Mahogany Hall. When I remember how much Plenty paid before this whole place lost its funding. He puts out the cigarette on the poster and then tosses it into an overturned top hat. Huh. The tent is larger than the others. The flap is tight open for visitors. Don't suppose you have tips for me ever trying that again? They half raise themselves from their deep cushions in greeting and bid you sit across them. They ask how you enjoyed the show, and before you can answer, they apologize for their performance. I'm nothing by myself, they say. Without my twin there to catch me, or there to leap for me to catch, it's quite dull. But they're trying to break themselves from the circus again. Okay, so it's not that your twin's dead, it's that they're no longer performing with you. Or performing in the circus. That's, fair. His head is bowed, his bald dome shines in the lantern light. If you ignore the grease paint, he looks not unlike the bust of a Grecian philosopher. The clown rubs the back of his head. It's troubling to me that the show goes on even if no one's there to watch it. He looks to you searchingly. What does he expect you to say? No. If she isn't performing or training, she tends to keep inside her caravan. She welcomes you to her caravan and begs your pardon for the mess, for though the caravan is a remarkable oasis of cleanliness in the otherwise untidy port, the only other seat she can offer is stacked with poems. She places them beneath her own chair and begins to ask you questions about your life. Any inquiries into her own she deflects with the wit of a slighted baroness. The ringmaster is sat on a fat cushion, idly shuffling a worn pack of playing cards. He smiles wearily at you. I asked the cards about you. He draws from the top of the deck and sets them on the table. They say you can help. He then places them back into the deck and bids you shuffle and draw for yourself. The cards are the same. He smiles, the same weary smile. Looks like they haven't changed their minds. 8 of bats. The magician's props are in need of fixing, the ringmaster sighs. 4 of hats. One of them... Oh. Reclaim the acrobat twin. One of them has run away. Again. He huffs. It's time to bring them home. Do they take turns running away? Because he just says one of them has run away. Sorry. Accept a commission to purchase costumes for the clown. The costumes are not for the clown, but for his pet geese, Cuddles and Ruffles. Oh, he's not funny without them. Sorry. Accept a commission to post flyers for the strong woman. 6 of rats. We might have to take this one just out of principle. We love Cuddles and Ruffles, we do. I immediately adore them, although have you ever actually been around geese? I like geese as much as the next person, but I've also nearly been bit by one. And I've also watched a pair of them chase somebody out of a park, so geese are fun. We do love Cuddles and Ruffles, though. No. Ideally, the strong woman's act is to lift unusual objects brought in by the crowd. The problem is no one knows they're supposed to bring something. Well, that would... well, that would help. My hometown had a bunch, and the college I went to had plenty on the usual paths. Lots of hissing. Yeah, that's very fair. What is... The magician props are in need of fixing. Okay, so who do we want to help? We can help the magician, the acrobat. I'm a little... the twin, the acrobat, I might need to save for another day. I kind of want to do one of these two. Either just because of the card we draw, or because, well, cats are also good. Cuddles and Ruffles. 1 second. Beam. Badoot. The geese will be cute, but the rat is on brand. I hope. Oh, never mind. We're going with this one, I guess. I didn't mean to click on it. I was just trying to get back on the game screen. Never mind. Rats it is. The Ringmaster leans under his desk to pick up a fat bundle of posters. He drops them with a thud. We need these slapped all across Port Prosper and Magdalene's. Easy. Just heading to Magdalene's anyway. The echoing silence of the empty tit is undercut by something just out of earshot, a buzzing, almost. You travel to the giant obelisk to one side of the port. The noise, the sensation only gets louder. The obelisk is covered with giant, indecipherable symbols, and as you touch it, you being here feels right on some deep primal level. All thoughts of travel melt away. There is a place for you here, where you're meant to be amongst the grease, paint, and sawdust. You quickly pull your hand away. The itch recedes. Oh. Okay. That's fascinating. Good night. Thanks for the raid and stopping by. Hope you get some rest. Okay. So the obelisk, I think, is this Nelson's Point. Okay, we need to do... Okay, so we are going to head to Winchester because I have to repair the locomotive and then we'll head to Magdalene's. I actually don't know how much of that actually lowered my error. We'll see what we can do when we get to Magdalene's there as well. God, I wonder if it's just my luck that nature reserve that they were talking about is on the other side of Hybris. In that little area I haven't explored at all. Fungal fragment. In sky suits and spore masks, your crew hauls a porous asteroid. Okay, we've done this before. Harvest anything that probably won't poison, infect, or inhabit you. Your crew is not keen. Destroy it, I guess. Nope, we cannot destroy it. Did I lose somebody? I lost somebody. Well, it's okay. I'm apparently gonna end up losing crew anyway when I get the locomotive I want. It only holds 8. Also, sometimes when you read the thing, it sounds like they're injured and unable to carry on, like, working. Not that they're necessarily dead. Not that that helps any. Like, if the injury is too severe, then it completely changes their life. But just, you know, little things like that. If you choose to be optimistic about it. Repair. Fully repair. It's gonna cost 69. Nice. Nectar from Magdalene's, literature from Mare. consult Lemie about the fungus. She was filming the very same mushrooms you've since found all over the empty colony. Is delighted to see you. She presents you with a selection of slides from her company's latest films. I'm even funding theater now, she says, showing a color production of Hamlet staged on the ramparts of the Most Serene Mausoleum. So many experiences to capture, so little time. Eventually, you bring the conversation around to fungus. She studies your sample intently. I think I can help you, but first, would you be a dear and check up on a production for me? It's out on Lustrum. There have been difficulties. I'd go, but I don't have an engine anymore. Okay. I guess. How goes the war? Let's see, read about the latest news. Poor in Port Avon, as a senior Takati signaler, has been found dead, seemingly of stomach failure, as reported in the Oracle. Leaked reports from the coroner indicates a sudden and lethal ingestion of a large quantity of Hybrex fungus. The Windward Company has offered their condolences to the family and a life supply of herbs. Also, September 1921, it's 1905. Unless, have I been going back? Even if I was going backwards, that year is really odd. Is he not dead yet? Sorry. Current political situation. Assembly runs the New Winchester from Victory Hall and seeks to strengthen its hand and reach. London's proxy. That sounds the same. I shouldn't really be. You're not mentioned by name, but a daguerreotype of you appears in the society page. Apparently you are a bellwether for those wishing to adopt a Takati look. What does that mean? There's no mention of you among the stories, the stovepipes, recent fortunes. You're not interested in them. That's fine. Good evening. May I request a toot on the train whistle? I wish I had a whistle option, honestly. I'm kind of surprised we don't. It sucked me back into the station. If such a thing were possible, I would absolutely give it to you. Although, maybe I'm being silly. Is such a thing possible? Where are my buttons? Oh, controls? Do I have a whistle? I have a horn. Hold on. Wait. Yep. I found it. Not quite what it sounds more like a bell, but we got it. Oh, that's so good. It got its own update, as it should. Good evening, Alpha. Well, Aleph? How do you say your name? Aleph? Nope, there's an H there. You know what? For the moment, I'm gonna say Red. Just gonna shorten it down to Red. Magdalens is this way? Aleph Red. Okay. How has your evening been? Or time of day that it is for you? Unsettled dreams. Lost it all. Trade 3 Tales of Terror for a Vision of Heaven. You will gain terror. I also don't have a high chance of doing this. Emma, thank you. I always have time for someone streaming Sunless Skies. Aw, that's good. I bought them, both of them, Sunless Sea and Skies, like a while back, and then I played Sunless Seas for a little bit. Died twice. And then we didn't really stream it again for a while. But, I wanted to do like space horror for a bit, so I got into Sunless Skies, and I'm enjoying it now that I'm sticking to it, and I feel like it's a little easier than it's a little easier in the beginning than Sunless Seas, but still very brutal with your choices. Try as you might, the pieces won't come together. They are dreams, after all, wispy and changeable and improbably shaped. You spend a fruitless, sleepless night fretting at them, and you have to face the day's duty, haggard and unsatisfied. Yeah. I will definitely get back to... Oh, there was a wreckage over there, but there was also somebody to fight. Also going her way. Oh, you're not greater than Europe. Oh my goodness. Do appreciate them trying to do my job for me. Ramming themselves into the wall. It is nice to see, though. It's like some things are the same, and then you can see where, like, they've adapted. Search for survivors. Perhaps one did not succumb to Star Madness. Or we can loot the hold for random treasure. A distressingly odored barrel. I've gained an uncanny specimen again. I have a lot of these. I know, at least chronologically, Sunless Skies is taking place after Sunless Seas. As they mentioned, it's been 10 years since they've left the old world. I've said this a few times before, but what I'll probably do is I'll play Sunless Seas a couple times and, like, go through the, like, where you inherit things from the last captain. And once I have, like, a bit of a foundation, I'll stream it again. I know. Shoot, we did. Guess he's not gonna chase. Yes, we're stopping at Magdalene, so never mind, he's chasing. Dude, please. Okay. Treat your terror. Plus for treatment of guilt. Very boring individual indeed. You recognize the lady as soon as you enter the room. She had been serving soup at the round table or some even lowlier establishment beneath the bridges of New Winchester. Had you made a cutting remark, perhaps you were less than complimentary about the soup. Well, no matter, for here she is now, armed with tureens for you to sample. A stained bar stool has been provided for your comfort. lots of inspiration to treat my nightmares. Purchase an old journal. Recruit crew from the market. Their old captain is being treated. They find themselves stuck here indefinitely. Your new crew shuffle aboard and pick their bunks, leaving their old captain in the caring hands of Magdalen's finest. It's technically desertion, but a kind few will object to. Put up a flyer. They do not allow flyers to be posted on the premises. They do, however, keep them tidily stacked for interested parties to take. That's fair. The receptionist accepts them after a thorough examination and consulting her ordinances more than once. We'll leave them out for the guest. Thank you, thank you. You've pursued his memories enough to have an answer for him. I'm not sure that we do. The email host closes his hands around his returned locket. Now it comes to it, I'm not sure that I want to know. But I've sent you out. He drums his fingers against his cups. We don't spare our guests the truth, so why should I be any different? He fills goblets for both of you. Well, out with it. Confirm his identity on Lustrum. Perhaps this is who he ought to be. He was shot dead on the mountain and survived. Confirm his identity on New Winchester. You found some fragments that might form a history. A strike-breaking factory owner, now reformed. He found little evidence, but perhaps enough. He continued the work of the parlor of virtue on Port Prosper. Tell the truth, there was nothing conclusive to find. He might not have been any of them. Tell the truth, you have found nothing conclusive. Which would he prefer to have been? Let's go with this one. He gazes at you for a long, solemn minute. Abruptly, he stands and removes 2 polished glasses and a filled decanter from a box in the wall. He places 1 glass before you and fills it deep. I suppose I should commend your nerve in giving me that answer. He fills his own glass and finishes it in 1 swift swig. My own self, cindered ash in the kiln of my ambition. He gives you a crooked smile. So goes the teaching of Magdalen's. He goes to a drawer and takes out a sealed envelope. For all your trouble, I am who I have chosen to be. I have that, at least. Go backstage. You were known by the host. You were permitted to socialize with the attendant and observe behind-the-scene life at Magdalen's. Oh. Is that a good idea? There are always jealous glares when someone parts the violet curtain that keeps the attendants' private space from their work. Backstage, relaxed chatter and scratchy sounds of music over the gramophone fill the air. Clouds of powdered makeup and tobacco wash over you, mixed with lavender perfume. Share a drink. Unwinding after a guest is a necessity of life at Magdalen's. Glasses gleam in mellow candlelight. A party is being prepared. No customers allowed. And let me not be wrong about you. The attendant frowns as she finishes her line reading. But she was. He never came back for her. She bunches her hands into a fist before shaking it out. And now I get to go out and play the salve for his guilt. No. I can't imagine. Like, once you figure out how Magdalen works, it's very interesting. Both Magdalen and, the other place that the devils run. Carillion. It's very, very curious. Is there anything for sale here? Oh. Souls. Oh. not something we need right now. I do need to pick up, whatchamacallits. Deals. There. Words. I found them again. We do need to do that when we go back to Winchester. I wonder, they might have changed when we get back there? I don't know. What I think we will do is we will go to Port Prosper to put up the last poster. We will stop by the memorial with my cousin. And then we will head back to Winchester and save. Is that where the heart is? Out in space, apparently. Last time we were out here, we got attacked by a tentacle factory shape. God, I wonder what that is. Like, as much as I wonder what that is, I'm terrified to know what that is. Just tentacles shooting out the front of the locomotive. I keep calling them ships. Split reports. Write a report. Put up the flyer. The West Enders need some way to burn their money. The East Enders need a distraction. Posting flyers in both districts should serve you well. By the time you've papered the city, everyone is abuzz. Factory workers wonder if she could perform the labor of a clayman. The well-to-do wonder if she might be able to carry them around and stands by herself. Rude drunkards wonder if she could lift the rock that overlooks them all. Aww. Okay, so we have helped there. Celebration of the bounty and fortune of Port Prosper. There is an elderly lady whispering. I can't read. There is an elderly lady whispers suspiciously, likely to be a tombola. I don't know what a tombola is. I'm gonna be super honest. All the sights and sounds of a day at a fair in London, genuine rubbery lumps sold by the cartful, icons of mayors past from Dick Whittington to sinning Jenny lined streets. A Ferris wheel offers paying customers the chance to survey the heights of Port Prosper. How did you get a Ferris wheel up? That, you know what? Never mind. Side stalls speckled the side streets, manned by gamblers and mountebanks. The main streets offer popular games and diversions, watched over by a number of burly guards from the factory. Who knows what's lurking in the shadows? Stick to the main stalls. Beware the inadvisably big dog. Something large and immodestly fluffy this way comes. People hasten to get out of the way. Perhaps you should stop it. I know I only have a 66% chance to do this, but nope. Did we get ran over by a dog? Dog of colossal proportions, golden as a lick of pale nectar, comes stampeding through the stalls, crashing into displays, tripping bystanders, menace in the body of a long-tailed, velvet-nosed, stuffed toy. You attempt to corral him into an unoccupied side street, but the canine takes it as an invitation to play. He barks excitedly at you, tails slapping into a stack of ceramics, and bounds away, clearly expecting you to follow his trail of bruised fruits and broken pottery. Needless to say, the locals are not impressed. Whoops. Oh, I can try again. No, it's okay. Let's stick to the main stalls. Carnival barkers accost you with promises of wonderfully kaleidoscopes that will show you the visions of life on the frontier, when old sky captains have been wheeled out to tell tales of life out in the reach. Daring escapes predominate. Their reasonings for retiring, and Prosper left undisclosed. Several acquaintances catch up with you by the bridge, and you promenade together, taking in the sights and sounds of the main stalls while avoiding the smells of the side streets. I'll have to get back in favor with the Eastenders when I come back next time. I do have 6 sky stories. If it's the same guy wanting to go to Lustrum, I don't know how you're supposed to get there quick enough. Yeah, I don't know if it's just a chance or if it's something else. I think we'll be good until we head back home. Or well, home. I don't know about sending Jenny. It's definitely one heck of a... If Sinning... I don't know if that's her name. God, could you imagine if that was someone's name? The second eldest Sinning of the Jenny line. But, like, that's one heck of a title to just have slapped in front of her name. And then to, like, be mayor of a place with it. Okay. Let's go see the memorial to our unknown cousin. Motherfucker. Do not run into me. I have incentive to freaking die trying to take you out, basically. That? We've already... No, this is the big one. You approach the memorial of the unknown rat. One by one, your crew removes their hats. Hello, cousin. See, this one doesn't have an interaction like some of the horrors do. I wonder if this connects. It probably does. We'll check it out later. Let's run into the wall. Oh dear. And we do have more court reports we can turn in a little bit, but I kind of want to hold off on doing that just yet. West, southwest. I guess when we get back to it, we'll look for that well for the driver. Don't know when that'll be. Like I said, I'll probably be streaming Dead by Daylight tomorrow. Nope, this is still for Nectar. Only a respectable business person need apply. That's Magdalene. I need to know where to get it. Word hat is at the station of an auction house at Port Prosperous coming to vast quantities of nectar. Okay, maybe we can try that. To be rarely purchased at Prudence. Very merit, moral worth. Delivered to Ringmaster. Okay, approved literature can be reliably purchased at Prudence and Warlbury Juxtamare. Okay. No idea where that is, but we'll worry about that later. Okay. Save and exit. Not sure exactly what time I'm streaming tomorrow, but I'll let you all know as soon as I have a clearer time set. Dead by Daylight tomorrow, and then tomorrow and Sunday, I don't know what I'll be streaming Saturday. So Until then, thank you all so much for stopping by. Have a lovely evening or time of day that it is for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.